Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Monday episode of the Life of a Utah Medium. I am your host, Caden, and today we're going to try something a little bit different. I am actually broadcasting right now to three different platforms at the same time. So I'm doing our Monday update right now live on the Facebook page, The Life of a Utah Medium. I am also broadcasting to the YouTube channel, The Life of a Utah Medium on YouTube. And I am also broadcasting right now live to Twitter. So if you're on any of those three platforms, it's good to see you. Hopefully you enjoy the show. And we'll have to see how well this goes for you. This is definitely a trial run, but if it goes well, then we'll see about maybe doing it some more. How's it going, Mike? How you doing, man? So let's jump into the show, guys. Quite a few updates for you this week. I'm getting real excited about kind of some ways that I'm seeing things going. So excited to jump on here and give everybody an update and let's jump into it. So, as everybody knows, the podcast is back up and running. We did transition it from the Anchor platform to podcast. I'm going to slaughter that one for a minute. Podomatic is the name of the platform that we're on now, and guys, the difference on that is night and day. We used to have maybe 20, at the most 25 downloads per show. The interview that I did with Paul Welch this week went viral. By viral on my standards, I mean we reached the 100 download mark in under 48 hours. So that's incredible, guys. Andrea, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, dude, I was so excited when I saw that number. I get on and check a couple times a day to check the statistics. Because of the amount of downloads and the amount of plays on the new shows and on the new platform, we were able to actually get our first major sponsorship. So that is huge. So be listening for the next podcast on the 27th. This week is going to be a mental health subject. We're going to talk a little bit about our connections with the state Senate, with the House. We'll talk about the studies that we're going to be doing this summer and how they're going to hopefully affect children and juvenile mental health as a whole going forward. So stay tuned for this week's podcast. You're also going to hear the first sponsorship ad broadcasted. Working on getting the final approvals and getting the placement on that right now, actually. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be an amazing time. We're also working on getting some better interviews. And in the process of that, I was interviewed just a couple of hours ago on a podcast called Death the Show. It's a Utah podcast. It's hosted by the Closet Medium. His name is Chuck. He's an amazing guy. And we had a lot of fun talking. Had a lot of fun spreading information and talking about things from a different perspective, talking about things from comparing our experiences here in Utah and things that we've experienced here versus things that they experience in Ohio and in Iowa in places that they investigate. Mike, that's excellent, man. I appreciate you setting that up, and I'm real excited about where I'm seeing all this going. I can't do half of the stuff I'm doing without my viewers and without the supporters. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and giving comments and sending messages, asking for readings, all of that. It makes a huge difference on what I'm able to do. So working on a couple of technical things. Right now, a lot of people know that I work on a Chromebook. And if you can avoid it, I highly suggest it. So working on transitioning this away to more of an actual PC-based laptop. Hopefully that'll make the camera quality better, make the sound better a little bit on the podcasts. And then I can actually set up a soundboard and really make the sound quality better on the podcast. The sponsorships that I'm starting to get are going to help with that significantly. So if you are interested in sponsoring the show, if you would like your podcast advertised, if you would like to be a guest on the Life of a Utah Medium podcast, just shoot me a message on the Facebook page, The Life of a Utah Medium. And I will actually comment that right here in the page so that everybody can see it. But the Facebook page is The Life of a Utah Medium. And if you're interested in sponsorships, if you're interested in helping us kind of grow the show a little bit and reach out to more people, I'm definitely taking all the help that I can get to build it. We're starting to reach a pretty decent level. Would like to see about double where we're at right now, and that would allow us to kind of spread things a little bit better, I think. And then once I get onto a better computer, then I'm working on doing some other things, kind of putting together like a mini conference where I can use this StreamYard app that I'm using right now, and I can actually do some conferences, some speaking on subjects like what it's like to be a medium in the most religiously restrictive and religiously biased state in the country. What it's like to go into cases knowing that people aren't really sure how to handle having a medium, which is against the rules and against the religion, coming in and actually talking to their past loved ones. We talked about that a little bit in the podcast with Chuck. So go over to YouTube, you look up Death the Show on YouTube, and you'll be able to find that interview. And if you aren't able to find that, it's okay. I will post the link for the actual podcast episode when it releases here in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to put in the chat here, The Life of a Utah Medium, if you are interested in going to the page there. I am working full-time now, guys. So I did get approved. I am working on Meet Your Psychic, the online chat line, phone line. And I'm also working with Ornum Broadcast and doing full-time readings. I'm looking to fill my schedule here at home. So I'm able to do Zoom readings still. I am able to do readings across country. So when did you start working at the call center? So I actually started working for Meet Your Psychic this week. I started, I want to say Wednesday was my first day on the chat lines. And I've had a few clients so far, and it's been kind of what I expected it to be, honestly, on a phone line. A lot of, is my boyfriend cheating? Am I going to get left? Kind of what you would expect on a call line. But it's been a lot of fun. It's kept me busy, and if I can keep doing that and connect with people over the phone, it's going to make my in-person readings that much better. So I'm more than okay with that. My goal right now would be to have at least 5 readings a week in person and then continue to do the chat lines. So if anybody's interested in setting up your reading, I've had a few people message and then not really certain if they wanted to set or not. You can send me a message on the Life of a Utah Medium Facebook page, and that's the best way to get a hold of me for anything. If you have any ideas for the show, if you have questions about what I do, if you're wanting to book a reading, if you're wanting to book a group session, looks like we have, because of the last one that we did, we've got quite a few that are being booked. So I've got one for sure coming up in August. And I think we're going to have a group estimate of about 35 on that one. And then it sounds like we may have another 1 or 2 in the process. So that's going to be exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to those groups being booked. My goal right now would be that I have every few months have a big group reading set, and then fill my schedule ideally from now till the end of the year, if I have enough people that want to book, because I am doing this full time. And Andrea. Yeah, we had a good time with that reading. So, um, yeah, if you're interested in booking a reading, let me know. And I have talked about possibly doing some live YouTube, Facebook, TikTok live readings. And so I'm working on kind of putting that together probably more toward the middle of March. Um, I do have quite a bit booked right now between now and the middle of March, just with the Mending Minds Village organization. Um, they're getting ready to come out of session, and they've already been working on quite a bit of stuff on the Hill. And the more we talk with the House representatives and the senators that we're working with, the more we meet. We actually met two more this week. We met Christine Walkins, who is the rural House representative. She's also the committee chair. And then we are tentatively going to meet with Steve Ellison, it sounds like, who is a senator who he does a lot of work with mental health with juveniles. And he's got a lot of stuff that he can do to help support the organization. So we are growing that as fast as we're allowing it to grow. I mean, as fast as we can have conversations. We do have a couple of conversations that are coming up. We've got one that's coming up. I believe the end of the week this week, where we're going to sit down with Huntsman Mental Health Institute, and they are looking to help financially sponsor us. They're also looking to help us kind of meet up with some potential backers and start really helping us learn what laws we need to specifically target and what levels we need to start hitting those at. Andrea, send me a message on the Facebook page, and we can talk about that. But for people, just to give people an idea, I don't charge what a lot of the big people do. I charge $60 an hour, and so 30 minutes for $30, 60 minutes for $60. I mean, it pays for my time, my travel, the energy work. I don't see the point in charging $200 or $300 an hour to read for anybody. It's not going to get you any better quality of a reading for me to charge that much. It's not going to make me feel any better about doing the readings. I think $1 a minute's a pretty good rate. I mean, that's what you're going to pay on a chat line. And a lot of people like to get on like California Psychics. And they're California Psychics, a lot of them charge $3 or $4 a minute. So, $6 I think is a pretty fair rate for what I do. I do occasionally do discount rates, especially around holidays. I'll probably do another special right around Memorial Day weekend. And I try to do those for about a week, where I knock about $10 off. And we just schedule as many as we can in that week. And I am working full-time from home, guys, so I do have the flexibility to come to you. I've got a couple readings booked this week. I think one I've got in Springville, and one is going to be right here in Salt Lake. So excited about those. That definitely helps to stay busy reading. We've got the podcast that we're doing that's coming together nicely, guys. I can't thank you guys for listening to it enough. Like I say, we broke that 100 listener barrier, and things are going really well. So if you are interested again in readings, or if you have any questions, the Life of a Utah Medium on Facebook is the way to reach me. That's the best place for you to go. And I'm more than happy to even just spend time for a minute and answer questions. And I'm going to try and put that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, man, guys. Like I said, this is a learning experience for me for sure. But we're going to put it together. It's going really well. I've actually had quite a bit of interaction, which I appreciate, you guys. And we're gonna definitely continue doing this. So we're gonna put up here right now. If you go to Facebook, go to the Life of a Utah Medium, just like it says there on the banner. That is where you can find me. That's where you can ask questions. That's the best place to book readings with me, to book your groups. Tim, I will definitely let you know dates and times, buddy. And I appreciate all of the support that you guys give. Helping me get this built up. So, you know, if you have any questions, let me know. As we get more sponsors, I'm going to announce them here first. So stay tuned to these Monday night live updates. I will be doing these every Monday night. And I'm kind of transitioning a little bit. So I'm going to do Mike, that'd be great. That'd be great. Thanks, man. Yeah, so I am going to do, I'm going to add one new thing this week and see how well it goes. But I have been doing podcasts on the Wisdom app for iPhone users. Hopefully here in the next few weeks, they're talking about releasing that to Android as well. But once I've done those interviews, or once I've had those conversations, get those live listeners, then I post that to the podcast as well. So I'm going to be doing those live Wisdom app episodes every Wednesday night from now on. And I'm going to have a different topic, and it's going to correlate with the podcast. So if it's a mental health week, we'll talk mental health. If it's a paranormal week, we'll talk paranormal. This week being the mental health week, Wednesday, the live Wisdom app episode will be kind of a synopsis of what we're going to talk about on the podcast for Sunday. All episodes for the Life of a Utah Medium podcast are released Sunday night, 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then as I have new shows, new interviews, I'm being requested quite frequently right now, which is incredible. I can't believe that that's where we're at. But I will definitely be letting all of you know what those episodes are going to be and where they're going to be hosted, so that you can give that a listen as well. Thank you guys so much again for your support, for all the people that are messaging, asking for shows, that are reaching out to sponsor the show. We appreciate you guys more than I can tell you. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is follow your gut and follow your guides, and your guides will put you in the best place for you every single time. So that's what I did. Following guides, followed directions. And, part of that is I started a few days back, went away from nicotine. So I'm telling you right now, guys, if you listen to your guides, if you listen to the gut feelings that you're getting, they won't lead you wrong. Quit the nicotine, and was told that if I did so, that things were just going to get better and we were going to continue to grow. And that's exactly what has happened. So I'm working on bettering myself, working on bettering my connection and bettering my, instincts and my abilities so that I can help you all better. So I appreciate all of the support, guys, all the love, all the comments, messages that I've been getting, all the views on the podcast. You guys are incredible. And I couldn't do this without every single one of you. So thank you very much for what you do. Join us again on Sunday night, 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I will release the new podcast episode, and then you can join us live right here every Monday night, live on the Facebook page for the Life of a Utah Medium. Hope y'all have a great week. Stay warm, stay safe, guys. Stay off the roads if you don't have to be on them tonight. If you're in Utah, the roads are pretty scary right now, especially if you're in pretty much southern Utah, anything Lehigh South, all the way down into Cedar City, and St. George is even pretty crazy. So stay off the road, guys. Stay home, stay safe. Love you too. Love you, all of you, every one of you. Thank you so much. And we will be seeing you again right here live next Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for another live broadcast episode of the Life of a Utah Medium. Have a great night, y'all.